poulan 2400 woodmaster, one of the oddball ones. You see one of these are one of the last of these XXV motors before they got overtaken by the later 2500s, you know, the later wild things, when Rexlux bought them out. This one's pretty much new. Previous owner never actually bothered to take his wakers down. So he said, it only cuts dust, you know. There's needs a new clutch in it because he's revved the snot out of it, but it's bugger all goose, this one. What makes this different to the earlier 2300, so 2350s, the countervides, is, and most other poulans, there's no fuel tank in the body. The fuel tank's up in here. It's a bit of an oddball, but it's more set up like a chainsaw. I was half tempted to put one of these, this body, on a an earlier saw. I've actually got two to probably pick up today, of the earlier ones with no safety on it. So I was thinking I could convert the engine to one of these, but I haven't put one down yet to make sure it's the same. But I believe that they're the same. It's a weird spring anti-vibe in this, you know, the spring under here. There's a spring up in here, and a spring down there. So the starters are a little bit different, as in the pool starters are a bit different. The guts, I think, is the same, but they went to more of a soft rubber than the earlier plastic ones, which come out on more of an angle. They made the plastic on the handle here instead of the cast, because they had a habit of breaking up the top here. I can tell you what year this is made. Let's see, it says 94, 10th month, so October. So that would make it, what's 2022 now? Probably 28 years old. Still starts, still runs. I did put a gasket, I made a silicone gasket to go in here, just screw it in and press it down, because they don't seal for buggery, and shove foam in it. You know, all the switches are the same as the older ones. They just got a small tank, but they always had a small tank. You know, she's 82 decibels, so she's just on the verge of sending you deaf. And she's still got its original bar, you know, the poulan bar with the orange indicator for what size it is. I think it's a 16. I think orange is 16. These old bars are actually made in Taiwan by memory. So I'm going to give it a bit of a sharpen and cut some pallets with it, because I've got to cut some pallets into lengths. I might as well do this. Problem with these saws is the EPA regulated, as in the saw's the same, but they've got a more, I don't like the old ones that had a big dump exhaust on it. He's only got these little holes here. I'm getting closer. Only got these little holes. And a common thing is you used to get in there and just cut these out if you wanted to make it a bit more voluminous. And the carburetor is a different carburetor. If you look on top of it, the old ones have got a round hole. These ones actually have a round, and they've got a D in them. So they're not actually like a semicircle. So they're just downshoot a bit. You know, it doesn't rev the same. It doesn't sound the same. It sounds completely different. But it won't take me too long to fix that. You know, and it's got all the throttle lock on it. You know, from warm up. You know, it's just a bit different. But overall, it's probably the last innovation. I reckon it's the best in the terms of shape to a saw they could have gone with. I'm not a fan of the anti-vibe. It's a bit gooey compared to the older one you've seen, but it's a lot lighter. And these are nowhere near heavy as the 2030 or the Mastercrafts, because they ain't got the internal rail down the bottom. And this is actually a proper, I don't even read that. It's a proper division of Steelport poulan. That's a poulan weed eater, so that's that type of era. Because these are still made in Steelport, Louisiana. How it made it this other side of the world to Australia, who knows? But it's here. We used to be able to go buy these at bloody Kmart. Yes, up until '96, used to go to Kmart. Used to go and buy a chainsaw, either a poulan or metallic. and used to walk down the back and go buy a Tika 3006 and just walk out the door with it. But those times have changed. So yeah, I'll get this sharpened up, and next video of me probably cutting a bit of tree or a couple of pellets, as long as this rain stops.